And good evening and welcome to Stello Stadium on the grounds of, it's not Nashua North High School, but it's a combined field. My name is Scott Gross, and I'm joined by Joe Strickland. Joe, beautiful night for football.
It is a beautiful night.
And this is a real nice complex here.
It is. We talked on the way over here about how their end zone paintings were set up, and we were both wrong.
Yeah.
Because in the either end zone, you have the BG for Bishop Girton, the N for Nashua North, and the T for the Nashua South Titans?
No, the other way around. N is for Nashua South and Nashua North are the Titans.
Well,
so
see?
Yeah.
But they're well represented here at the stadium, to your point.
So speaking of the Nashua North Titans, it's going to be a formidable opponent for the Goffstown Grizzlies, who, arguably have had a pretty tough season in their rebuilding year, and got shut out last week by the Bedford Bulldogs, who arguably have had a pretty stout defense all so far this season. But this team is going to be a challenge for the Grizzlies, no doubt. I also want to let everybody know that we are also being simulcast to Nashua ETV. So this is kind of like a dual broadcast between Nashua Television and Goffstown Television. So I want to thank Peter at Nashua ETV for all of his help.
So does that mean they have to listen to us as well?
They do. So
okay. Well, sorry, Nashua fans in advance. You're not used to the high caliber of talent that we bring from Goffstown Community Television.
We will do our best, that's for sure. So I'd probably say it's probably about 50 degrees here for game time. And it's a little bit earlier of a start, right? Usually these games start at around 7.
So Scott opened his side of the window. And now I have a double pane of bug guts in front of me.
Do you want me to move over?
No, I don't think your cords are going to be long enough. So I put that out as a precursor, Scott. So if I can't see anything,
and there's binoculars to us so we can see if we wanted to check out a number.
I can actually see the numbers pretty good.
Yeah, that's the problem with age. You can't see the numbers and
I can't remember anything.
Yeah. So we were talking to Coach Hammond on the field and about the game, and he's like, "Hey, we're going to give it our best shot and see what happens." So Goffstown will field the kickoff.
That's all you can do, right?
Yeah. Gavin Philbrook, who
ran one back,
he has run one back.
He's ran a 92-yarder back.
If anything, you want to kick it away from him. And really great kick.
Wow.
Woo!
That landed on the half-yard line,
Joe,
and rolled through the end zone.
I think that was one of the best kickoffs that we have seen so far this year.
That was amazing.
And arguably one of the better kickoffs I've seen in the last few years. So what a leg.
So on defense for Nashua North, they have a gentleman named Toby Brown on their team. He's class of 2023, defensive end / edge, about 6'3", 235 pounds. Apparently he's number 57 if you're watching. Apparently he's a handful, and he's being looked at by some colleges already. So keep your eye on him tonight.
So Goffstown's going to start off again with that bunch type formation where they can hand it off to different players, and that's a handoff up the middle for a good, I'd say 4 yards.
Okay. Trying to peek out your side of the window.
Yeah, so again, I'll bring up a 2nd down and 5.
What do we got?
And really with this formation, I mean, you can pass off of it, but again, as we mentioned last week, you give up some of the different pass routes and angles.
Was that
It's a pitch to number 7. And that is going to get gobbled up after maybe a 2-yard gain. So that was Gavin Philbrook.
And he was brought down by number 57, the gentleman I was just talking about, Toby Brown.
Yeah, and that'll bring up now a 3rd down and 3. The hard part, with this type of formation is if you go too frequently to the rush, you're going to have all of the defensive players pretty much in the box, pretty much on the line.
Yeah, but these teams do their homework, and they know how to scout, so they know if we're going to pass or throw probably just based on our quarterback's behavior.
And then it looks like we got movement on Goffstown, and that's a killer for a team that's struggling. You want to be disciplined. That you had it.
The nose crossed into the neutral zone.
You had an easier 3rd down and 3. Now it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 8, more of a passing situation, which will change the play calling.
It should change the play calling.
Yeah.
So again, we talked. So last week we didn't throw as much against Bedford, right? And the games prior to that, for the most part, Josh Webb has been pretty accurate with his passes. I still think right now he's 6th in the state for passing yards.
Really?
At the Division I level, yeah.
And that's another pitch to Philbrook, it looked like, and he got just swarmed after no gain on that one. That'll bring up a 4th down and 7 at the 24-yard line, bringing a punting situation. And who is back to punt? Number 20.
That's John Berry Jr. He's a junior from Nashua North.
So they'll get good field position out of this one.
That's all you can hope for on first down or first series or defense is to get off the field, and they did that.
He's
trying to get the edge.
He's not going to get there, and that's going to be a turnover on downs with that one at the 22-yard line. Why didn't he try to kick it?
I think it was designed.
Well, he had plenty of opportunity to kick. That's the thing.
Maybe it wasn't. I'm listening to Coach Oldham.
It looked like he had, a lot of options there to pooch kick it,
Yeah, get it somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got to know that that's first. That's kicked first.
So perhaps some inexperience there on the Goffstown Grizzlies, so they're going to give up massive field position. And these are some of the mistakes that younger teams will make, but they prove to be very harmful. And now Nashua takes over on offense, number 2 in motion. He takes the handoff, and he's got a big lane, and he's going to go in for a touchdown. Untouched. That would be Amori Almonte. And again, unscathed on that one. So Almonte scores a touchdown on their first play from scrimmage, and that was about a 20-yard run.
We talked on the way down here about football fundamentals and the ability to be able to tackle, make a good, foundational tackle. I guess I'll lead that defensive series with you have to be in a position to make a tackle first, I guess. You have to be in a position to make the tackle, and then you actually have to do the tackling.
And now Nashua North takes a 7-0 lead. On that particular one, there was like no one touched him. I mean, you could have played touch football and would have scored on that one. And the tough thing too on defense is that you got to have some team speed, and part of it is taking angles taking proper angles, et cetera. But also it is team speed, and that's one of the challenges that we do have in terms of your linebackers need to get to those sidelines pretty quickly, and we've struggled, in that area.
Yeah, I'm just confused, like on that last offensive play from Nashua, like who did not see what? Because there was not one player that was close to him.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can't reach out and touch him, you're not close.
So I want to let's see who this kicker is. Number 73, and that is
Dianor Taplana.
Man, that guy's got a leg.
Let's see if he does it again.
Yeah. That's always the proof in the pudding. Can you do it twice? And he does. Yep. Yeah. He has got a leg.
That's almost the exact same spot, about the half-yard line.
Good cutback.
Go. There we go.
Somebody!
And a great run back by number 7, Gavin Philbrook, and looked like he was one block away.
That's Gavin Philbrook again.
Yeah. So Gavin has been one of the few bright spots here on the season for the Grizzlies. He had, a 92-yard return.
Yep.
And what a nice return here. So Goffstown will have good field position at about the 34-yard line. But again, I thought he was about one block away from breaking it.
Yeah.
And Josh Webb is the quarterback. Again, similar formation that they've had, in that Bedford game.
I don't know why we're going away from the pass so much. We did decent the first, 2-3 games. Nope.
And that's a run up the middle. And is there a flag in there?
No, it looked like he dropped his
Oh,
bag.
okay.
They got it.
That's a
Fumble.
Is that a fumble? Yeah. So that's a fumble by the Goffstown Grizzlies, recovered by the Titans. And very opportunistic for the Nashua North Titans. They'll take over at the 35-yard line of the Grizzlies.
Who ran that ball, Scott? Did you see?
I didn't.
Was it Philbrook or Patno? I didn't see it either.
But so far for Goffstown, in the 4 or 5 plays, nothing's really worked for them.
That was 4 because the first one was 3 and out.
Well, then you had your punt, and your punt wasn't really the greatest decision in the world. So you have that play plus this turnover. Again, you can't afford to make mistakes like that with a potent Nashua North team.
Well, with any team.
So you got a Derek Finley, great athlete, baseball player. He's your quarterback. Somebody jumped off, and that's what Finley's going to throw it up, and he just
he had a free
it.
play on there too. I saw Goffstown jump.
Yeah, was there any flags? It was weird because it was either a false start or somebody jumped, but no flags.
I don't see a flag at all, though.
There was a penalty there. I don't like.
So Finley just overthrew that one, but he had two receivers
open.
in that area.
I can't believe there wasn't a flag on
Almonte to his right.
Oh,
and the quarterback drops it,
picks it up,
and he gets taken down
by.
He picks up about 2-3 yards.
That was Will Patno in on the tackle from the Goffstown Grizzlies.
That should bring up a 3rd down and 7, but you're in 4-down territory, so that's the
I
challenge.
don't know. Have you seen their kicker? They can probably drop one from there.
Well, you're probably right. So John Barry Jr. is in the backfield as well.
Yeah.
Finley takes the snap, and he's looking to throw. Good rush.
Oh, Chris!
And pass to number 21, and he's going to go unscathed in for the touchdown. That would be Jordan
Chris was there.
Adino. And again, they had 3 defenders in the quarterback's face. They couldn't knock him down, and that's a touchdown.
So that was.
I don't know where.
That was a good opportunity to blitz, and the Grizzlies did a decent job blitzing there. But the quarterback for Nashua North was patient with it and let the blitz come in, which freed his wide receiver right up, and then they had a good seal or a block seal down there near the end zone.
Well, once again, once that ball was thrown and caught, there was nobody who was even close.
There was a good block going on from another receiver to a Goffstown
Toplano with the extra point is good. And that's a 14-0 lead with 8:25 left in the first quarter. So, one of the challenges.
Oh, you got a scoreboard right there.
Yeah,
that's better than that one.
Yeah, one of the challenges, Joe, is when you know that you're kind of overmatched by the other team, you've got to be. You got to extend some drives, get some first downs here and there to keep your defense off the field. But Goffstown's had some tough plays in their first 2 drives.
I would also say there's nothing wrong with being aggressive. What do you have to lose? This wing T looking formation that we've tried against Bedford and now against Nashua North, it's clearly not doing anything very well yet. Okay, so number 73, the kicker here, has kicked it to the half-yard line 2 times in a row.
And two extra points for.
He's gonna have a tired hamstring if it continues at this pace.
Toplano, and that's a little bit shorter. Yeah,
it's going to be about to the 6-yard line.
First time they didn't kick to Philbrook, and it takes
out to about the 24.
And see who that was. I think
that was Gavin again.
Well, sure. Was that Patno?
Yeah, they were both there. It's hard to see from here.
So Goffstown will take over at about the 24-yard line, and let's see if they switch up any type of formation and try to pass the ball. And they're going to switch up.
Good.
try something different here.
Yeah.
Scott, if I'm close to you, it's because
okay.
I'm cuddling and because I can't see.
Yeah, it's okay. Oh, high snap. Yeah.
Good recovery by Josh,
And,
but we lost about 4 yards on that play.
5 kids just watching the thing.
You know, the challenge is that nothing's really going right. Even in that situation,
Who's at
high
center
snap,
right now? Is that Luke?
number 64.
Luke Hodgson?
Yeah.
I know. It's unbelievable.
No, he's not center.
Okay.
He's right tackle. So who's center down there?
We have to see the binoculars, but
Who's the coach? Who is that guy with the binoculars?
it's Mr. Filto.
Okay.
Oh, rush. That's a fumble. And that was 57. That was the guy we talked about earlier. He was in there like so fast. And Nashua North takes over on the sack and recovery.
That was Toby Brown.
Yep, Toby Brown. He was in there like so. He was untouched on that edge
I have
blitz.
a feeling we're going to call his name quite a bit tonight. He's already a highly sought after
Man,
young man, but
he looked so good on that. And Webb did not see him.
and then he stays in, and he's the left tackle, 57.
Yeah. Number 2 is in motion. And a pass by Finley. And stop short.
Inside leverage.
That was to number 20, John Barry Jr.
That
was a beautiful pass.
Well, that was a good stop by Jaden Perez.
Yep.
Because, he not only stopped him, but he was trying to get the ball. And, Jaden Perez is a sophomore, and he's not a large guy. So
But
that was good.
What I liked, John Barry Jr. ran a nice little slant route and had good leverage. And that's going to be a handoff.
Oh, get him. You got to hold him. Hold him.
And good job
There
there.
we
Who
go.
was that?
Who was that initially? Right there, 58 for the Grizzlies.
Jacob
Gagne was in there first, it looked like.
And it'll be bring up a 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line now.
So that 2 good defensive plays in a row by the Grizzlies.
And that's kind of what you have to try to build on if you're Goffstown, is just try to see some improvement.
Yep.
Finley in the pistol, in motion. Almonte, and Finley is going to take it in for the touchdown. Again, untouched. And quickly, not even, we're less than
8 minutes.
Yeah, and it's already going to be 21-0.
Well, Scott, the good news is we're not going to starve to death because we stopped at 110 Grill and had a burger.
Which was pretty good.
Yeah. Adon refuses to eat with us for some reason.
He's so addicted to
Taco Bell and
that-
Subway.
Yeah. High snap. But, oh, my God, that
That's just like effort.
that kick,
Like they're popping the snap up.
that kick would have been, good for, 40.
That's what I was telling you
Yeah.
on the offensive drive a little while ago. Okay, so it's 21-0. Nashua North is leading with 6:32 to go in the first quarter. Lots of
Well, it's just been turnover
mistakes,
city.
and turnovers, and no movement.
You're talking
I don't think we've moved the ball except for that kickoff return.
What you've had is, pretty much, I guess you would call that punt. I'd call that a turnover almost. And then you had the fumble.
On anything on defense so far.
And then you had your strip sack. So
yeah, it's been a fumble and a strip sack, and you're right. That fumble, that's pretty much the same as a turnover.
That's almost a turnover too.
All right, let's see the kicker. Put it in the end zone.
Really the only.
Nope, he's getting shorter. He's challenging us.
Ooh, a Goffstown player just got leveled.
Gavin Philbrook on the return.
Should be. Nothing happened.
Up to about the 25-yard line. Goffstown Grizzlies will take over on offense. We're not. How far are we away from town? 25 minutes?
From what? Nashua? Downtown Nashua?
No, from Goffstown.
About 25. Yeah.
Our traveling road crew over there did not do the best job traveling today.
Maybe they're at the 110 Grill.
They could be. Okay, back to the wing tee. Ooh, that's risky.
Yeah, and a good job, though,
Will Patno.
by Patno, right? He breaks free for about 4 yards.
That's about 2 yards. No, you're right. I'm looking out my double pane window glass.
If you keep doing that, getting
You get 4 yards a carry, that's fine.
If you can do that.
If you can sustain that, right?
The key is you got to, get a hole in between these tackles.
we are blowing them off the ball on the right side.
Nice.
And that's a real good
Nice
blocking
run.
up front by Goffstown.
The right side
Will
there,
Patno again.
or their left
Best run
side,
of the night
you cannot
offensively. Best offensive play of the night for the
But-
Grizzlies.
To me, they ran right to their right side, right at number 57, Toby Brown's side.
Okay. Well, if it worked, do it again. Toby's not going to try to hear that all night long, but yeah,
Ooh. And he gets pushed backwards.
by number
Tackle
by
18?
Yeah, I saw 51 first.
Luke Peters, and 51 was Darius Smith. I'll bring up a 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line. But again, anytime you can keep your defense off the field, got to get some first downs here.
Got Max Cody lined up in the backfield.
Well, he's always a threat to get the ball.
He did get the ball.
And that's a quick inside handoff, but didn't get anything from the offensive line there.
If he follows Hodgson, if he runs the midline, he probably had it. Hodgson blew his guy off the ball, which is insane to say.
So ball's now at the 42-yard line. Under 5 minutes in the first quarter.
All right, let's go, boys. Let's pick up a third down.
Pass play over the middle, and that's going to be a first
That's
down.
Laviere. There we go. That's Luke Laviere.
A nice quick pass by Josh Webb to Laviere for a first down.
I certainly hope I'm saying that right. I'm not French, and I don't want his mother to beat me, but I think it's Luke Laviere.
And that's another first down for the Goffstown Grizzlies.
That was a sneaky play.
It was, but I think you
liked it.
I think you have more opportunities like that too.
Yeah,
because
Luke
they
he kind of juggled the ball, but he ended up bringing it in.
pitch and
Nothing. No.
Nashua got
About two.
great penetration, and that was number 51, I think, on the tackle, Darius Smith. Calling his name a couple times now.
Nashua seems to be pretty quick to the ball.
They are, but again, if you kind of know that it's going to be a run pretty much up the middle every time,
Yeah.
you can kind of jam that. So
That's why that one quick pass just now by Josh Webb was pretty sneaky because it came out of the same formation. I'd be scared to do that more than twice,
But
though.
you can't. But you notice you can't do a whole lot from the passing there because you don't have much passing angles. It's a pitch to number 7, Gavin Philbrook, and he's lucky to get a couple. And that'll bring up a third down
6.
and a long 6, probably more like almost 7. This will be fourth down territory for the Grizzlies, who are trailing 21-0. So I think you want to try to set up a play here where you don't have to get a first down here, but you want to get close. This is definitely 2-down territory.
The Nashua band sounds pretty good.
Webb under center.
Here we go. Quick toss out to 25.
And he breaks a tackle, gets to about the 40-yard line before he gets stopped and pushed back.
That's freshman Billy Schmidt. The quick Billy Schmidt. Billy Schmidt's dad has the best beard in New Boston / Goffstown.
You're going to see, really?
Oh, yeah. You didn't see it?
I did.
Last week?
I have to see it all the time, actually.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Got to get the backside block.
So that was a pretty good run by Billy.
Yeah, so It'll bring up a 4th down and 3 at the 40-yard line of Nashua North. A couple of good first downs for the Grizzlies. Webb under center. Cody in the backfield. And a handoff. And that's going to be shy only by about a yard, but good effort there by the Grizzlies. And
Depends on the spot.
I just don't like that play on 4th down, man.
No, the spot there.
That's going to be shy. They'll take a measurement, but they're about a yard, I'd say a half yard shy of a first down.
Yeah, that got Nick Hamlin's attention. He walked up to the down marker on the other side of the field. I mean, it wasn't 3 and out.
I agree. No, I think that one was good effort by the Grizzlies. And again, that's what you want to see. I mean, you know that these are going to be tough matchups, but you want to see growth in your football team. You want to see your offensive line pushing.
The marker's on the 43, correct? The ball's on the 43. How the fuck do we not get a measurement?
Handoff. Oh, my God. Big hole. Oh, man.
Still has not been touched.
Yeah.
That was his first touch.
And that's he's still going and going. Steven Rosario, a junior running back, picks up massive yards there, down to about the 32-yard line, and he got a great block.
Yeah, he didn't get touched until Gavin touched him around the 30-yard line, and he comes up hobbling a little bit.
So I'll bring up a 1st and 10 from about the 32-yard line. Finley hands off, and again,
look, nobody there.
No one's there. And see how, the Grizzlies don't have enough speed to get to the sidelines.
I literally don't understand how there's nobody there.
Well, part of it is speed. I mean, no, even if you're in the right spot, if you don't have that speed to get to the sideline and get to that angle, you're not going to make the play.
I get it. But maybe I need to watch closer.
Yeah. So that's another first down for the Titans.
Maybe
Finley
these receivers are running the DBs off, and then that just leaves the flat wide open.
And Finley keeps it.
Rolls out right,
and
passes
it's wide open. Good tackle,
tackle.
though. Oh, no, it was a spin. What a move. What a move.
So Jaden Perez dove at his shins, which I thought was going to bring him down,
I
Scott.
thought so, too.
But the guy just kind of half hurdled him.
Razanan and Dino, I think, right? 21?
21.
I think it was him. That's his second touchdown.
You know, again, we were talking about tackling. Perez was there. He did a good job.
Yeah, have Billy go back, and then
He did a good job jumping at him, but when you jump at somebody, Scott, you got to reach up. You got to grab a leg. You got to try to grab his shoe.
I got to give credit to the Titans player there because that was an awesome spin move. I mean, Goffstown player, went for the legs, which is a good
jumped at the legs.
Yeah, he jumped his legs, but he spun around, which made it difficult to try to grab onto him.
So it looks like Bedford is leading Nashua South 21-0 in, I can't see the quarter, but first quarter.
One of the challenges in from what we're seeing is just there's about 7 or 8 teams in Division I that are competitive, and then there's not. It's we're seeing too many blowouts, not a whole lot of parity this year. Some good top teams.
That's
Londonderry.
probably an indication of what the school's lost from last year.
This team here is very good. Bishop Girton, obviously.
Oh, let it go.
And that's
let it
go
go
out of bounds. So
illegal procedure on the kicking team.
We get about the 35, right?
35, I believe.
Yeah.
I believe
you're right.
Okay. Let's see if we can string more than 3 plays together here.
And they were successful. Goffstown, I should say, was successful. They got a few first downs. I just think they have to, again, I don't know why I think you try to pass it a little bit more. I mean, I don't think you have anything more to lose.
This is boring football.
Yeah.
Offensively from the Grizzlies. And I'm sad to say that, but not only is it working very little, it's just boring to watch.
Webb under center. It's
Oh,
another fumble.
Fumble, there it
And
is.
It's a
Scooped
recovery, and
he's gone.
He's going.
21 again.
Yeah, third touchdown. And that's Jordan.
Ranson and Dino.
Yeah.
He just missed the pitch.
Yeah, this is just sloppiness all around, and you know what? There's no excuses for that. There's no excuses for the fumbles.
I think he was trying to cut up field as he was grabbing the ball. So
yeah. You know, obviously, certain level of frustration for the Goffstown Grizzlies, trailing now 35-0. We're still in the first quarter, folks.
Jeez. Did they just let us all through? Like, please block the extra point so we feel a little better? Our whole team was in the backfield.
That was the first one they looked at the game after.
What do you say when there's nothing to say?
You say that you got to still give it your best shot, and you got to still put the effort in. That's the issue here. If you're the Grizzlies,
Probably going to kick it short again.
And that's kind of my point, right? I mean, obviously you're not going to win this game. And I don't know if the coaching staff looks forward. Okay, so if we get down X number of points, let's start working on this. Just start working on it.
yeah.
Woo! Let it go. Here we go. That'll be a touchback. Man, their kicker's
Yes,
good.
yeah. Patno lets that go through the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Patno's about to take a walk in the woods getting that ball.
Well, here's the other thing, too, is that at what point do you say, hey, I put another quarterback in, and let's see run a different offense? You know, for years, Goffstown kind of ran that RPO. And with Webb, he's more of a passing quarterback. So they have been kind of forced to play to those types of strengths due to the quarterback you have, and that's been now that's this more bunch type of wing formation, and it's not doing much for you.
Even with Escott, over the past 2 weeks, they've taken the ball out of Webb's hands, and not allowed him to throw. We've had one pass this game so far, right?
Yeah. Well, you've really only had even one play with more of a spread type formation, so. And that's a run up the middle for about 6 yards, 5 to 6 yards, not bad. That was, I think, Patno, number 3.
I was trying to see which Nashua defender was in there first.
And
don't probably let this
one
go.
more
What's
play,
the play clock?
26 seconds. And that was a pitch to Philbrook, and he gets tackled after maybe half yard. Yeah, bringing up third down and 5.
So that'll be the end of the first quarter, folks.
Want to welcome our viewers from Nashua ETV. We're doing, I guess, a dual broadcast with Goffstown Television. Just want to thank Peter at Nashua ETV for a really nice arrangement. Nice digs up here.
Yeah.
I think we're getting a catered lunch.
Adon was in charge of that.
Catered dinner, right?
Yeah.
Did you get chalupas? Chalupa? What do you call that? Chalupa. Did you bring any? Yeah.
Brought them all.
So what happens is customary when it's 35-0, we talk about food. And so you were talking about steak.
That's a long time to talk about food, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, steak. What about it?
So we were talking before about, you spend a lot of money at one of these fancy steakhouses, and a lot of times if you get a good steak from the butcher, you can almost do a good enough job at at the house.
You certainly
you know?
can. It's just heat and meat, man. There's nothing
Heat
hard
and
to
meat, right.
There's
Yeah.
nothing hard to it. You just got to know where you want it to end up, temperature-wise. I'm going to make that into a bumper sticker. It's just heat and meat.
It's just heat and meat. So I'll wait until like the next play, and we'll.
Okay.
So
3rd and 5.
Third
Start
down
of the third quarter.
Yep.
Second quarter. Still in our bunched formation.
Pitch and nothing. So that'll bring up a 4th down and 5. So I have been watching this guy from Barstool Sports, David Portnoy, and he does all these pizza reviews. Have you seen this guy?
No.
Adon, have you seen David Portnoy, Barstool Sports? So he does these pizza reviews, and he goes all over the country for the most part. But so he basically has this phrase, and it's like one bite, everybody knows the rules. And my family is saying that I've been saying this as like a nervous tick. So they got me his T-shirt, for my birthday. Yeah, so I got that. And so now I've been going on his app trying to find these pizza
Where
places.
these restaurants are.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do that with Triple D. Oh, that's not the best punt.
Not a good
Bounce
kick.
Bounce out.
And that will go out of bounds around the 49-yard line. So you do the diners, you do the Guy Fieri.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to go, if I'm in town, I look for any restaurants that he may have been to when I'm there. Yeah. Like Tuckaway Tavern, right?
Right.
Yeah, he's been there.
So there's this place that he went to, and I went to it as well. It's in Somerville called Boston Burger, I think. And they have like these shakes that are just crazy, Joe. I got a picture on my cell phone. I'll show you, but
Snapback for
and it's
Nashua.
almost like a
little screen play.
And a good tackle.
Okay, that was a good tackle. Who was that?
Number 8.
Is that Tyler Samard?
Yeah.
Yes, it was. Good tackle, Tyler Samard.
And John Barry Jr. That was a good play design.
It was. It was more of a bubble screen where the wide came back towards the quarterback and let the blocks set up in front of him.
Finley's still out there. I suppose he'll only be playing the first half.
Again.
Nice pass.
That was a sidearm.
Yeah. And
somebody got a tackle.
And
it'd be great if somebody did. He's touchdown. Yep.
Touchdown. Almonte?
Was that him again?
I think, yeah. It's been
21?
No.
No, okay.
No,
How many touchdowns does he have?
3. And Almonte has had 2.
So we're not good downfield getting off of our blocks.
Oh, no.
So the wide receivers for the opposing team are they really are establishing good blocks over there, but we're not good at disengaging from them.
Yeah.
And pursuing the play. Yeah, I've been to a couple. I forget. Oh, I went to one in San Diego.
What?
A Triple D
Okay.
restaurant.
Yeah,
it was
try
called
to do this.
Juan. So Juan, like Juan.
Yeah.
Juan and a Million. It's a breakfast joint. Juan and a Million. I thought that was pretty clever.
And here comes the extra point.
Block it. Nope. That's good. 42-0 Nashua North with 10:15 to go in the second quarter. Hey, anybody want to play rummy?
What's that?
You want to play a card game? Blackjack? We got cash.
I don't think I do it. But I appreciate the offer.
We got Mr. Filto here. He's one of the coaches, and he wants to gamble right now. We're like, no, we can't do that.
No, Coach, we're not going to gamble with you.
No, he's not. We're only kidding. He doesn't do that.
It was my idea.
He's calling the offensive plays, and we're kind of razzing him a little bit.
Is that you calling the offensive plays, Coach?
You call the defense. You might want to start calling a little better game then.
I'm just charting, not calling.
Oh, he's charting the plays. Okay.
Okay.
And the kickoff.
We're back to receive. Let's see where he puts it. Golly, man. That guy has a career in front of him.
He does. That's awesome.
That was a touchback. Where's the University of New Hampshire or Holy Cross or somebody to come see a kicker?
Yeah. Which you typically don't see kicks like this at high school level.
No, he's been booming them. Who's the kick? Where is he on the roster here?
He was
number 41.
No, he's number 73. Taplana.
Taplana.
He's good.
He's listed as a guard and defensive tackle.
I understand, but he's kicking the ball. Right? 73?
Yeah. You're right. That is player of the game right now. From a skills perspective.
That's me at the apple picking.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, see? That's apples.
I showed you the picture of me apple picking,
I did.
right?
I did.
Okay. Mine looked way more efficient.
It's just weird that, it's a New England thing,
I get it. It would probably be fun.
You should do it.
I'm not going to, but I could see there being some fun in that, maybe. Now, I'll go coconut picking. You want to go coconut picking?
We're in Hawaii?
Anywhere. Have you ever climbed a coconut tree?
No.
Yeah, do that.
I can't even climb into my bed.
Oh, here we go. Josh Webb back. Go, baby. Turn. Oh, come on. You got to put some mustard on that, Webb. He can make that throw.
He can. And I think the receiver, was would have had some separation, no doubt.
Where'd you get the bag? You brought it? Yeah. No, I don't want to take from you, man. You might need it.
So Goffstown now at a 3rd down and 11.
Josh can make that last throw that he missed.
I agree.
Come on, let's stay wide. Let's move the ball. Oh. Boy. That was almost an Alabama jammer.
Ooh, boy.
Ooh, boy. Wonder how many people. Is there a way that Dave can see how many people's watching? There's no way to find out.
So let's just talk a little fun stuff, right? So we got a punt coming up here. So I'm at Hannaford, right? And I got this guy, Christian Filta, right? He's like a coach. And he's at the deli counter, right? And I've never, ever.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. It's a turnover. And you kick it. First of all, you kick. This is called football 101. In that situation, you kick it out. You get a safety, but you don't give up a touchdown on that. And this is. So anyway, let's go back to our story here. So
That's
this
pickle loaf.
Yes. So I've never seen anybody like physically order mac and cheese loaf. Like I've seen it in the case, right? So this guy, he says, "Can I have 1.5 pounds of this stuff?" Right, and he's sitting right next to me. So
you're like, "What are you going to do with all that?
What are you going to do with 1.5 pounds of this stuff?"
I've never seen mac and cheese loaf. I've seen it with
mac and cheese loaf. I guess some people swear by it.
No, man.
So you remember seeing that video of like the coach this past weekend where he throws like the
yeah up in the booth? That was Ken Dorsey.
That was him right there.
Did Nick Moquin just do that? That was Ken Dorsey. Ken Dorsey used to be the star quarterback for, I believe, Miami.
Miami, yes.
I always liked that guy. I didn't even understand that he was the offensive coordinator for the Buffalo Bills. But he did. He pitched a minor tantrum.
Yeah, it happens. So at halftime, we're going to go to Crumble Cookie. And
yeah, who was our punter, by the way? Who was that back there that tried to get on the ball?
I don't know.
What is that?
What do I do with the money? I'm trying to see if they have scored more points than I have cash in my wallet. And let's see.
I think yes is the answer.
Let's see. 15. Hold on. 20.
I mean, do I get to add mine to it?
Yeah, hold on. Hold on. Let's see.
What was it for again?
He said he's seen if he has more cash in his pocket
I
than
do.
there are points on the board.
I do. So unless they score, because Joe had this bet that he gets to keep the money.
Did I?
Ooh, nice tackle.
Was that number 7 for North? If so, that was Ethan Prexton Teixeira.
So it would be 68 is the number.
Oh, boy, that's not hard at this point.
This has been a tough one.
Do you think, Scott, now you're the business administrator for SAU 19.
That's my day job.
That's
yeah.
your day job,
Yeah.
right? It's not mine. Do you think I could put in an expense report for the lost fuel mileage I've spent this year?
I think Justin Huff will have to sign off on that one.
I mean, it's not like I drive the smallest vehicle in the world. But I was there for morale.
So now with that penalty by the Grizzlies, they're going to have awful field position on the 10-yard line.
They're like, oh, the pass isn't working. Let's go back to the bunch. It's like we don't have an identity.
No.
We don't know what we want to do. Although, keep going, son. He had that, yeah. That was a good run by Patno.
And that'll bring up a 2nd down and 3.
That was a good run.
Yeah, it was.
I'm fairly certain North has their 2nd or 3rd string in at this point, but it was still a good run. And that's fine. You know, my point all along so far this season is I don't care if they have their 2nd string in or their 3rd string in. You keep working on your game plan and developing your players. Oh, he got a first down on that, Scott.
Good.
You know what I mean? I don't care who you put in against me. If I need to work with my starters, I'm going to work with my starters, and I'm going to do some things to continue to develop them.
And that's a first down for the Grizzlies.
Quick pitch, quick cut up field. May have got a yard. Billy Schmidt. Wait.
You know, the key is morale here. You know, you're getting outscored handily. You know, keeping the players' mindset, keeping them motivated, has got to be a daunting challenge for the coaching staff.
Yeah, so think about this, right? These kids ride back home on a bus, or ride back to school on a bus. Then from the school, the freshmen and sophomores are either catching rides home with their friends or their parents, number 3 out of the backfield. But when they get with their parents, or maybe even their peer player friends, you know, they're, especially after a night like this or after a night like last week, they're going to be going, what are we doing?
Yeah.
But
that's where you got to lean back on your coaches and say, okay, coach, how do I improve? How do I do better?
Yeah, and I'm not saying that they're saying what are we doing wrong on their field. On the field, they're like, what are we doing? Why are we playing football if we're going to continue to get
it's another fumble? Or what happened there? It is. It's a fumble, and so. I'm sorry to say this, but this is not a situation where you got that one strip sack. You know, like this is now 3 fumbles. This is all about execution, and
it's that quick pitch, man. He's not securing the ball in that quick pitch.
But you're practicing that quick pitch in practice. You know, it's
against yourself. That is not very good.
So it's
you know what I mean. So if your number 1 offense is playing ball against your number 1 defense,
yeah,
you're really not playing against anything.
True.
And I don't mean that rude. I'm just saying, you can think you're executing well in practice, but clearly our defense isn't doing a whole lot either. So it might give you a false sense of, I don't know, precision, accuracy, efficiency, doing something right when you line up against a.
Yeah, but high snap and what like.
Oh boy!
And then he gets So that's just gosh, that's touchdown extra point, 2-point conversion. That's what I'm saying. Like high snap and they still execute. And I'm just going to say this in terms of it's not as if Nashua North is
they're not doing anything magic.
They're not doing it. No. They're not trying to pile on here, folks.
No.
This is just, I'm sorry to say, but this is horrendous execution by a team.
Scott.
Horrendous.
It is 57-0. Right? They have not done nothing crazy offensively. We had a couple deep passes, or a deep pass, but then they're just hitting mid-route passes where they're being blocked. Our guys are being blocked and all the way down the field, and they're just scoring very easily. Nothing threatening has happened to Nashua North defensively. Nothing. Not one thing. Bedford 27-0 over Nashua South in the second quarter.
At what point now does Webb stay in?
He's like, get in front of me. You see him try to push his blocker in front of him. Get out there. You take the first hit.
I think Goffstown, if I'm not mistaken, has 4 turnovers in this first half.
Boy, it feels like a lot more than that. You're probably right. It's just hard to keep track. They've been scoring so fast, I don't even know how they're doing it anymore.
I ran out of paper.
I look up, and the score's doubled every time I look at the scoreboard. There's still Webb coming out. So it looks like he still has his – and again, in my opinion, there's no reason not to have your start no in. I wouldn't continue to do the same thing that I've been
because it's worked?
equaling nothing.
Yeah.
Like that we've had 3 fumbles off of. So the best ran. I'm from Georgia, folks. the best run we've had out of that formation, I think, is 8 yards. We had one longer one down here, but I forget if it was out of that formation. Running clock.
So I thought it was running only in the second half. But is that when it's more than 55?
Yeah,
lead?
I don't know the rules when it's 57-0.
Maybe the coach can put up his hands. That's a good run. That was Pat Node, who had a nice kind of cut back there.
Yeah. Hey, the chains are moving.
And that's a first down.
Goffstown. Go Grizz. Here we go. Webb under center.
Pat Note again.
I just don't get it, man.
I will say this. I think Pat Note has a good instinct.
Pat Note's fine.
Right, he's fine. He follows behind his blockers.
And he's never been a running back before this year. So this year is going to set him up next year to be a great running back. He's going to have a lot of scar tissue to carry with him. But, so far this year, like him and Philbrook, they've done a decent job.
Yeah.
So this formation's killing me. This is like watching Georgia
Billy
Tech.
Schmidt, right?
This is like watching Georgia Tech football.
No, that was number 7. I apologize, Gavin Philbrook.
You know something about Georgia Tech football?
A little bit.
Nobody likes it.
Yeah.
It's boring.
Well, it's our good friends.
It's not effective.
Our good friends in Exeter have had a lot of success running that, pretty much running 95% of the time.
It depends on how you run.
Yeah. Well, they run in a dominant fashion. They run downhill.
Yeah.
So that's why Coach Ball and Exeter have had success for so many years. It's all execution. Another pitch.
There we go.
Ooh, it stood up, but after a pickup of about 6 yards.
So I don't think we're going to be able to give our boy Toby Brown out of Nashua North any more shout-outs this football game because I think he's on the sideline.
I think you're right.
But again, current 2022, 2023 prospect, two-time state player of the week, 11 sacks, 31 tackles, 2 forced fumbles. I mean, he's done a lot for this Nashua North football team.
Smart kid, too.
Yeah, got a good GPA, 3.75, good size. And I believe he was responsible for that.
Nice spin move by Will Patno. That'll bring up another first down for the Grizzlies at the 46-yard line.
That was almost Aaron Duval-esque.
Yeah.
What are we going to do during halftime?
Some say leave, but I don't know. I mean, it's 57-0, dude. I'm just being...
Adon, can you wear both of these headsets and talk to yourself for a little while?
I'm going to give somebody in the audience some money to come back up here.
Hey, go talk about whatever you want to talk
and
about.
And it's Pat Note again, and he gets tackled, a gain of maybe 1. Oh,
it's
Joe.
hard to see way over there to see who did that defensively. Ryan Flynn on the stop, number 14. I took that from the PA announcer. Hey, the good news is Nashua hadn't scored in the past 30 seconds. Two minutes to go in the first half, folks. Quick handoff by Josh. That was Billy Schmidt. No, it wasn't.
No.
Max Cody. Good. I'm telling you, Max is going to be a good player, too. Also a sophomore. What I was saying earlier about the kids going home and talking to their parents,
yeah,
right? Even as a parent, when a kid comes home after a night like this and the kid's going, Mom, Dad, why am I even playing football? What are we doing?
I like that play.
Oh, he's gone.
That's going to be a touchdown for the Grizzlies.
Gavin Philbrook breaks the silence. Ladies and gentlemen, do not call this a comeback. 57-6, a minute and 2 seconds to go.
But it's something to build off of. It's momentum.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. I wasn't kidding.
And it also keeps you coming back. It's like, let me tell you, this is me golfing, okay? I can't do well, and then I hit one really good iron shot
awesome.
or a
right.
tee shot, and I think, I'm going to keep going here.
Make the extra point. Come on. Come on. It's good. So, look, if they can score 57 points and a half, so can we.
Exactly. Nothing is over.
Nothing is over. You were trying to leave a minute ago, Scott. It just got, we just pulled it close.
I agree. And there's a lot of energy over on the sidelines now.
Our sideline or their sideline?
Their sideline.
Okay. I thought that came from the student section right here. They're probably cheering for us, too, at this point.
Yeah.
Like, holy cow, thank you for scoring. Good, though. Good.
So we got a minute left for the halftime show. And we lost our friends.
We lost our coaching staff that was sitting right beside us.
They were sitting next to us in the booth, and
I think they were going to the Nashua North tailgate.
I think
that we saw on the way in.
I think Coach Moquin, broke his Surface iPro or whatever, his iPad or whatever you want to call it. But he was a little animated tonight, and justifiably so. I mean, you have so many turnovers. It's then you had that.
It's expectation management, though, right? You knew it wasn't going to be pretty. There's no need to overreact about it. Oh, missed tackle. Missed tackle.
Oh, they could break free. He's going to go all the way. Can he get stopped?
That's Billy Schmidt on his tail. Come on, Billy.
No, he's in there for a touchdown.
Come on, Billy. Hey, man, that was a good effort.
Kickoff return for a touchdown.
I tell you what, though. You know what? They scored, but I give freshman Billy Schmidt some props on that pursuit from the backside. Honestly. He chased him down hard for 40 yards.
He did.
And almost got him. Good job, Billy Schmidt. Damn it, Billy. Isn't that on a movie? I know I'm not supposed to curse. But
it's a lot of movies.
Dang it, Billy.
That was a great return.
Speaking of golf, Billy Horschel says that on the golf course a lot when he's talking to himself. Dang it, Billy. Bad shot. He's from Florida.
And the extra point is good.
Robo leg over there.
That's a 64-7 halftime lead, folks, and that is no exaggeration.
So, I might have been a little premature with my "don't call it a comeback" yell.
Yeah, you jinxed us. We were on a roll.
We were on a roll. I might have spoke.
You spoke too soon.
Little early.
You definitely jinxed us.
I think it was definitely going to happen if I hadn't have said that.
That's why we're losing. Then we're going to be outside.
You did good.
Yeah, you did fine. It's nice and warm up here.
Got a chair.
Well, folks, I want to let you know for a big surprise, your second half action will be brought to you in Spanish. While Joe and I take off, we're going to go to the nearest Taco Bell.
Yo quiero.
Oh, boy. As Adon said, don't drop the chalupa.
He would never do that. Oh.
He ran into his own dude, right?
Oh.
And it's running time.
Yeah.
All right. I think that will do it for the half. 64-7. And that's going to do it for the first half. Not sure if we're coming back for the second half. We're going to see if there's any technical. We had some problems with a satellite dish, so I'm going to be checking that out at halftime to see if we have any technical issues. But hopefully we'll be back for the second half action.
Thanks, folks.
Did you know meat-eating dinosaurs like me are known as theropods, which means beast-footed because they had sharp, hooked claws on their toes. In contrast, plant-eating dinosaurs tended to have blunt hooves or toenails. Sadly for them, I eat them. Did you know some of the biggest plant eaters had to eat as much as a ton of food a day? This is similar to eating a bus-side pile of vegetation every day. Thankfully, I'm not a herbivore or any of those dinosaurs. Hee hee hee.
this tension is rising so thick we just might choke. But if we keep moving, it ain't us that's gonna wind up broke. Some people might think we're crazy, but crazy is all we've known. It's probably that they just ain't ready. That's why they're going up in smoke. We're giving this all we've got. We're taking our only shot. On a tightrope, we're surviving. Oh, yeah. Trying to make it to a new horizon. This moment feels so cutthroat. So cutthroat.
And we're back for second half action. Nashua North leads Goffstown 64-7. And Joe, what an impressive performance by the Nashua North Titans. I mean, on every situation. I mean, they've forced turnovers, scored off turnovers, scored off their defense. Just a truly dominant performance. And as we were talking at halftime, this isn't really a situation where, Nashua North, when you see a 64-7 lead at halftime, you're like, okay, this is kind of borderline on piling on. But it really was not the case. This is definitely not the case for anybody who might be watching right now. I mean, Nashua North, for the most part, has just run plays. Not a whole lot of passing plays either. And we don't keep a whole lot of stats here, but there's probably been about 4 touchdowns off of turnovers alone.
Well, that's what I was going to say, Scott. Yeah, I mean, not taking anything away from Nashua North and their 64 points in the first half, but we did give them the ball a lot.
My God. And then
they did a kickoff return right after our only score.
Right.
I mean, we've just made too many mistakes and given the ball away too many times.
Yeah, and I think, when you have a young, inexperienced team such as Goffstown, where the vast majority of your players are sophomores, you have to focus on the fundamentals. Fundamentals are holding onto the ball, blocking, tackling. Right. And this is
getting off your own blocks.
Yeah, so this is, really more about this team needs to get back to basics, and here's the difference between, I think, doing the basic things and not, is that if you do the basics, yes, teams are going to run on you and they might give up, you're going to give up 7 yards, 8 yards, etc. But you're not going to give up big plays for touchdowns on, these, the Titans had, I think, 2 or 3 touchdowns off their, one play from scrimmage.
That's over 50 yards.
Yeah.
Look, they're not even bringing 73 back out to kick the ball.
Yeah.
Who's that, 41? Which is V.A. Carbolito Sullivan. I'll jack that up.
Keep in mind that, under most programs, a lot of these players for Goffstown would be playing JV. So
they do.
And they do go both ways, right? So,
yeah. So we got Gavin Philbrook and Will Patno back to receive the kick. Let's see if this kicker for Nashua North can boot it like number 73 did. Dianar Toplana. Here we go, folks. Let's hope for a better second half.
Short kick.
Who's going to get that?
Nobody. Fumble.
No, he got it. I thought so too at first, but that was Will Patno. Looked like he bobbled a little bit in the beginning, but
the weird thing on that was, I was surprised that they let the ball just catch it in midair and get a running start.
Yeah. That's like me watching Madison 7th grade volleyball right now.
Yeah.
Ball will come down right in the middle of 6 people, and they stand there and look at it.
Oh, boy.
Like, what are you doing? Somebody hit it with something.
So let's see who's
Man, I'd be working on stuff here.
Well, you're not seeing that's a handoff, spin move,
Woo!
and he gets hammered. That'll be Patno.
Tell you, Patno didn't quit, though.
And a pickup of about 3 yards brings up 2nd down and 7.
Spread them out. I'll tell you what, Luke Lavier, the freshman, you know, I might spread him out, get him a ball. He has pretty sure hands so far.
Junior. I'm looking at the score.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. It says 11th grader, but.
Oh, you're right. Nothing.
And
about a yard.
That's Gavin Philbrook, and he gets quickly tackled. Maybe picked up 1 yard. That'll bring up a long 3rd and 6. Tackled by Atkinson.
Do we pass it here, Scott?
Yeah.
I mean, I know we would, but will we?
But when you run, you know, it's like it's so predictable. You know, I haven't seen a pass yet on 1st down.
Well, it's 3rd down.
I know that, but I'm saying it's been very predictable.
I'll tell you what, that's what would disappoint me the most as a player. Honestly. Like, you want to give your players a chance to at least improve or score, put someone on the scoreboard, but when you're running the same thing over and over and it's getting a yard and a half, maybe, and you're 3 and out every time.
Joe, here's the other thing. I've never coached a second of football, but it seems as if Goffstown only runs like 3 or 4 different plays. There's not a whole lot of diversity in their play calling.
And there's probably some truth to that because they're so young. So the coaching staff's not trying to put a very complex.
Good punt. No one's back for the Titans, and that ball will get down by about the 32-yard line.
So they're not trying to put a complex playbook together for a bunch of young minds.
A complex playbook. They're running for like
maybe.
Okay, so with that bunch formation, it just goes in different directions. It's a pitch to different So that's not all that complicated. Have you seen a single play where a receiver is in motion or they've run 2 formations, right? The whole game. So now the Titans will take over, and new quarterback for them.
From the 27? No, 33.
Good snap. And handoff to number 14. And, again, very typical. Like, they can't get to the edge.
Somebody got over there. Who was that?
So the quarterback is now Dylan Noble.
Was that Max Cody on the tackle?
Philbrook. It's a 1st down for the Titans. And we're in running time here, folks. Due to the score, clock won't stop. Ball is on the 46-yard line of the Titans. And, this Nashua North team has been blessed with really great team speed for the last several years. This team is no exception.
Boy, Gavin Atkinson, number 85 out there, looks like a pretty large fella.
And that's a tackle made by Goffstown. That's another quarterback, number 3, Reagan Brunette. He's a senior. And
see number 85 right here?
Yeah.
He's listed as a tight end and a DB. He don't look like a small fella.
No. That's Gavin Atkinson, junior.
Throw the ball to him.
I don't think they're going to be throwing a whole lot.
Keeper.
That's a quarterback keeper. And good job by
Jaden Perez.
Number 5, Perez. And that one was, at least they kind of strung that one out to the sideline, and there was help.
3rd and 9, ball on the 46.
Who plays linebacker? Let's see. 58.
57.
Jacob. Yeah, and I think that – so you're talking a lot of sophomores playing linebacker. That's a very instinctual type position as well. And a quarterback keeper gets dragged from behind.
Nice.
Good defense by the Grizzlies there. And that's number 83.
Max Cody. Oh, that got our cheering going on the other side a little bit.
And that's going to bring up the first punt of the game for the Titans. Back to receive will be number 7, Gavin Philbrook. And number 3, Will Patno.
I know you've heard me say Max Cody's name over the course of the season so far, but just remember, in a couple years.
Blocked.
Blocked. Get it. What are you
Pick
waiting
it
on?
up. You should try to pick it up, guys, because.
What are you waiting on?
Yeah.
Don't be scared of it.
And Goffstown did recover it. So good job by the Grizzlies.
Boy, everybody got through the line there. Did you see that?
They had another opportunity on an extra point.
That's happened twice tonight.
Yeah.
Their whole line got through. I didn't see who got the block.
Well, at least there's something positive to work off of here.
Like a short field?
Yeah. Yep.
Shorter field, perhaps?
What are the odds of Goffstown running the football here?
Pretty high. Pretty high.
So you're saying don't pass the ball like on a first down?
I would.
It's a good run.
Oh, he said he wasn't down. Patno's saying I wasn't down. Why'd you blow the whistle? Did you see him come out of the pile?
Yeah.
Like, well,
I think he was saying that he was on somebody else's body, right?
which you can be.
Yeah.
That was an
To
8-yard
me,
pickup.
this is a perfect passing situation.
Yep.
You got 2nd down and 2. You got 2 downs, 2 extra downs to make it if you have an incomplete pass.
Max Cody in the backfield. Tossed to...
He got a first down.
Yeah. That was Will Patton out. We need to get Will's dad, Bill, in some pads. Have you seen him? He's kind of a jack dude. Let's put him in some pads.
Clock's running 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third.
I think that might be the third first down that the Grizzlies have gotten tonight.
I think we're up to 4 or 5. But
You think so?
Yeah. Number 7, Cody. I'm sorry, Philbrook. I apologize. And Atkinson with another tackle.
Adon has his dancing spirits about him. He's up here jamming to the band. Weren't you in the band? Were you in the band at Pinkerton?
No.
You didn't do anything musically? No. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's a tackle for a loss. I tell you, Patno, watch the film on that one. You got to keep that ball protected. And he had that one way out there. And that'll bring up a
third.
10, at least, maybe 11.
11, 10.
They lost yards on that.
Bet you won't throw it.
Why not? What do you have to lose?
Nothing.
You're down by 50-some-odd points.
Slip Laviere out of the flat there, out towards the sideline.
Hand up the middle, and he's still going, and he's close to a first down. Very close. I'm not sure if he's there.
Side judge got him marked what looks like
That's Cody.
first down.
They're giving him the first. Number 83, Max Cody, sophomore. They'll bring up a 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. What are the odds of a run play here, Joe?
Same as last play.
Okay. Pitch. Gain of maybe 1.
I think I would do that same play, fake the pitch and have a dude in motion coming for the reverse. Come all the way back around the weak side over there.
That would be a very creative way of doing things, to do something different.
Weird.
Yeah.
I used to draw plays up on Madden all the time, or
Really?
NCAA football.
Yeah.
I was good at it.
Under a minute to play in the third. Webb under center. And that's another pitch. And broke free for a little bit. Goes down to about the 6-yard line.
Was that Pat now again?
Yep. And I think 85 Atkinson. He's been on every tackle, seems like, this drive.
Look, 31 seconds left. We're not even
You got to try to
play
run
up.
a play in here.
Here we go. Hurry up.
3rd and 2.
Coach your 2-minute drill here.
Your 19-second drill. Handoff up the middle, and let's see.
That's a first down.
It's tough. Let's see. I think it is. That'll end the third quarter. Let's see if they give them the first down. Yes, they are. It'll be a 1st and goal. Going the other way.
After they
North.
walk 100 yards down to back, at least they're back down to our side of the field.
Are they? Yeah.
What, 41-0, Bedford, Nashua South still? Third quarter. All right. What's Nashua's North's record? Do we even know?
I think they're undefeated, but I'm going to look it up. I'll tell you, I'm impressed with the Titans overall. I mean, they're very fast, physical team, and they've got some good skill position players. I mean, obviously the guys, Finley, a quarterback, Almonte, Rezanon, and Dino, they were just really good.
Well, you know, this has been a fairly clean game. There hasn't been a lot of flags,
No.
right?
Nope.
We got one early. The Grizzlies did. I'm not even sure North has got a penalty flag.
So I'll bring up saying 1st down and goal. That's a
Look,
pitch, and almost threw that one away.
and that's what we scored. Touchdown, Grizzlies! Roar. You like that?
Yeah.
Did you like the roar?
So North is 4-0.
Okay.
And so is Bishop Girton. So that's going to be a great game. That would be a game to go watch, I think. Battle of Nashua.
As long as we can sit here again.
I don't think we would. I think there'd probably be a really big crowd, and they'd be like, get out of here.
Like, what do you do? Well, we're here with GTV.
Yeah. They're like, ooh, good for you.
Yeah. Bring me some water like Adon did me. Adon said, fetch me some water, please.
So there's really 2 big matchups that are coming up. Girton and Nashua North, and then ultimately the last game of the season, Goffstown and Nashua South.
What's South's record?
0-4.
Oh, somebody got to win.
All right, someone's going to win.
Okay.
Right?
Extra point is good.
So Goffstown puts up a 7 spot.
That's it. Did his jersey say 59? It does, and we don't even have a 59 on our roster. Well, that's awesome.
So the other undefeated teams are Londonderry, Spalding, Exeter, Bishop Girton, and Nashua North. I think Timberlane looks pretty good. We're playing them this year as well. Timberlane played Division 1, then went to Division 2. Now they're back up to Division 1. You know, we say this a lot, too, is that, you know, for some of these schools, they don't have big populations, Goffstown being one of them. I mean, you got a little over 1,000 students. We talk about a Don school, Pinkerton, that has, it's almost like a college campus, well over 3,000. So you're drawing upon athletes of 3 times the size of your school. A little bit easier in terms of getting the numbers and.
Yeah, certainly.
And you're seeing that, like I think Portsmouth, Oyster River, they combine their team. Fumble!
Get
Loose
it.
ball. And the
Who recovered
Grizzlies
it?
think they have it.
Waiting on the signal.
The Grizzlies think they have it,
They
and
do
they
not.
do not.
It was bouncing around there for a while.
It was.
Darn it.
Got to capitalize on those things.
Darn it. You got to send a flying burrito through there and knock all that first wave down. Burrito. It's like you turn a burrito sideways,
Yes.
like a person.
Yes.
Like
yes.
you turn a person sideways and just chunk them into the first wave. It's like bowling. Okay. That's right.
No, we can't sponsor anything. Handoff. See, look at the edge, right? So,
Ooh.
actually, that was a good play. That was one of their better plays.
Was that Phil? That was Gavin Philbrook.
Gavin Philbrooks. This kid's doing it all. The hardest part for the Grizzlies is getting to that edge.
That's
They've
still a
had issues-
6-yard game.
Yeah, they had issues with edge contain.
When you give up 6 yards every play, that's morally defeating and physically exhausting. Looks like Logan Charest is out there, number 60.
At nose? Just end.
Kind of nose-ish. You see him there?
Yeah.
About to go down. That'll make his dad happy and mom. Not quite a first down, but close. A couple yards shy.
See, interesting thing there, right? So we're talking Logan. I don't know if you saw Logan on that play. So he busts in, right? And he's like, he pushes his guy back, but he kind of overran the play.
Yeah.
Because,
Like, now what?
Yeah.
I've done my job. I've pushed him back. Now
Yeah.
what do I do? Turn and look for somebody to tackle.
Exactly.
Yeah. Turn back inside. Oh, he got double teamed that time.
he did.
Wow. I was watching him that play.
Yeah, I watched him too. And but, so he gets double teamed on that, and
Yep.
then somebody else got the tackle.
That's awesome that Logan is out there getting double teamed. Logan only a sophomore.
You know, the thing, too, is these guys, they got to keep their spirits up, keep working out, get stronger.
Who's that going back? Jaden Perez?
Yeah.
Hold
See if you get a block
the ball.
bunt here.
Let's see how much of our line gets through this time. It looks like we left early.
That's a piece of that one. I thought so, too. I thought we were offsides.
They
They're
can't
not-
be doing that intentionally.
Right.
Our line is getting through way too much
Yeah.
on special teams. I thought we might, on our left side, the side of the field closest to us, I thought
Yeah.
we might have left a little early on that. Or perfect timing.
You know, the other thing that, I've picked up on from the last few games is I know we don't have a whole lot of seniors or even juniors, but it's also leadership when you're down like this to
Absolutely.
say, hey, guys, let's talk, and I just haven't seen a whole lot of that.
Well, it's like who's leading who,
Yeah.
right? Because it should be incumbent upon the seniors, at least. But if they're not doing it,
Somebody's got to step up.
someone's got to step up and do it. And it's okay.
It's Billy Schmidt, right?
No, that's 23.
23.
Gabe Rodriguez.
No. No, it's not. He's no longer with the team.
Well, somebody, 23
I
is
know,
out there.
I know, but there's no name associated with it. I know he's no longer with the team.
Okay. Well, I don't either then. I have a name, but I was told it was not correct. That's right. Oh, look, we're spread. Oh, boy.
How did he pick this up?
Oh,
Ooh.
Little horse collar maybe?
No.
See, so they bring Jaden Perez in at quarterback.
And then they snap it as if he's Josh Webb, 6'8".
Yeah, and Jaden Perez is not a tall fella. He's definitely not 6'7". So the snap goes directly over his head. I'm curious to see if was that Luke in there snapping? Yeah.
But if you
not blaming that on Luke. You just got to know your quarterback's not 6'7" anymore.
And give Perez some credit there because that was great athleticism. I mean, to get on that ball, not to turn it over. He picked it up and he had an actual, was able to scramble with it.
Still a 15-yard loss.
Yeah. So that brings up a 2nd and 25. See Perez's arm, but they don't throw it.
That's Billy Schmidt. Good job, Billy. Good job, Billy.
That'll bring up a 3rd and 20, I think.
It still says 25.
Yeah, it's not right
21.
There. Yeah.
21. 3rd and 21.
Plays coming in from the sideline.
I mean, if you're going to bring him in, you might as well let him do something athletic, right?
Yeah. Under 5.5 to play in the game.
I want to watch this center here.
See, they got somebody in motion.
Well, he completed it.
Yeah.
Just for a loss. So the ball went down to the down marker.
Yeah.
Then he got knocked back.
No, it was definitely a loss of 2. And that will be are they going to go for it? Nope. They're going to punt.
We're going to listen to some heavy metal with the windows down on the way home.
Really?
So we don't go to sleep. Heavy metal with the windows down.
Might have to get like a Starbucks. Get a coffee.
Get some Taco Bell.
We won't make it. We'll have to stop twice before we get home. Okay.
And the kick is a short one, high. And
takes a Nashua bounce there.
Hey, Don, just by a thumbs up, thumbs down, have you ever been apple picking? Never.
My man. Give me some. Blow it up.
I'm taking Joe apple picking this weekend. We're going to go up to Gould Hill Farms.
And I'm going to take you snipe hunting.
Hey, I would try that.
You wouldn't if you knew what it was.
Yeah. Snipe, as in sniper? What?
No.
What's snipe hunting?
You never heard that?
Nope. What is it?
It's where you tell your buddy you're going to take them hunting, and you go drop them off in the woods and leave them.
Oh, great.
With a bag. Like, I'm going to run the snipe, which is a bird, to
yeah.
you. Your job's to catch it in a bag. And I'm going to walk you way out in the woods, and I'm going to leave you.
Oh, great.
So I'll go apple picking if you go snipe hunting. Quarterback keeper. 57 in there. Who's 57? Carter Charest in there with the initial contact and tackle.
Under 3
Why is Adon taking the total camera down? We're not done here.
Yeah, exactly. This game is not over.
Dave.
It's
Dave.
We've got a shot here.
He has a GoPro mounted on his hat right now.
Yeah. I think he's it's almost like he's like a hot date or something because he's looking to get out of here quick.
Too much chalupa talk.
Yeah. So the Nashua North Titans, they'll improve their record to 5-0. Goffstown, unfortunately, will remain winless. And
57 again. Carter Charest in on that one.
So next week, let's see, who's
I have it in my
Goffstown?
calendar. Hang on. Next week. Who's looking at next week? I'm going to homecoming. We have that's tomorrow, dummy. Timberlane next week. Faith does an excellent job putting the football schedule in my calendar. Our family calendar, not my calendar.
What do you use? Google? What do you use?
She does.
All right.
Well, just the calendar that comes on your phone.
Okay.
You can share it with your family members.
You can.
Nice.
Ooh, yeah.
That should.
I think you can link multiple calendars.
Yeah.
I think.
I don't ever link my work one. Well, first
Yeah,
of all, I
did.
can't.
I do. You couldn't because it didn't let you. But.
Yeah. And then it would be too overwhelming for the family calendar. All right, 4th down for Nashua. I'm sure they're pretty pleased letting this clock run out a little bit.
And it's under a minute to go.
So Pinkerton is leading Salem 20-0 at halftime. Bedford 41, Nashua South still 0 with 2:30 to go in the third.
Yeah, so Goffstown will be home next Saturday against a really good Timberlane team at 2 o'clock.
Scott, I said that.
Yeah, and Nashua North
Look at that
is going to be
bounce.
playing Alvern.
So
the big game looks like it's going to be, for North, is going to be on October 21st, Bishop Girton. And with that, we got 30 seconds, and I don't think either team is going to run off a play here, and that'll do it. So a very dominant performance here by the Nashua North Titans as they prevail over the Goffstown Grizzlies 64-14. And with that, I want to thank Dave Steffen at the Goffstown TV studio, as well as Don Pena for coming down here. Joe, always a thank you for helping out,
always a
volunteering.
pleasure to be here.
And I'm not sure when we're going to do our next broadcast, but we got some conflicts coming up. So again, I want to remind folks, if they do want to help out broadcasting, please contact GTV, speak with Dave Stefano or Don Pena, and they'll help you out. And for that, we will call it an evening.
Good night, folks.
Good night, everybody. Have a good weekend.